Hi everyone, my name is David Wallerman. This channel is all about helping players like yourself finding their voice on the instrument and telling your own musical story. So today I have 5 challenges that are actually extracted from a full course on major pentatonic scales. If you've seen the previous video, we covered 5 ideas from the minor pentatonic scales. These are brand new ideas, so grab your guitar. The tabs are going to be on the screen for your convenience. Let's get started. Grab your guitar. Here we go. This idea is in B flat major pentatonic. We're going to use the 5th position between frets 3 and 6. And the idea uses 16th notes, which is 4 notes per beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Before studying the melodic concept that we're going to repeat, let's take a listen to the rhythm flow. If you get the rhythm flow, the rest should flow pretty easily. The rhythm flow, if this is our beat, is all based on 16th notes, tekka, 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 which is 4 notes per beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, ta, 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 ta. And this is the rhythm motif that we're going to use. Tekka, ta, ta, tekka, ta, ta, tekka, ta, ta, tekka, ta, ta. Once we get that, we're going to add the notes. This rhythm motif works with 4 notes, and we're going to start on the high E string, and I'm going to refer to the left note and the right note. These are from the player's perspective. So from my perspective, if you're looking at your guitar, you have a note that is found on the left side of the scale and a note that is found on the right side of the scale. Those are the notes that I'm referring to. So we're going to start on the first string, left note. Then we're going to skip a string. So we're going to skip the second string to the third string and play the right note. And these left and right notes are all in relation to that shape that we're using. So it's important to be aware of the shape that we're using. So left, right, then we're going to go back to the string we skipped to play the right note. And on that same string we'll play the left note. So it's left, right, right, left. Strings 1, 3, 2, and 2 again. And that's our rhythm motif that we're going to repeat on each set of strings. So we'll repeat that on the second string, left, right, right, left. And then on the third string, and so forth. Here it is all together. And then we're going to start right away there on the second bar. And that's the idea. You can expand that on one of the other positions of the major pentatonic scale. We're in the key of B flat major pentatonic. So practice that slowly and then up to speed with a provided backing track, and I will meet you in the next idea. Today's challenge is in C major pentatonic, and we're going to use the 5th position between frets 5 and 8. And this idea uses 8th notes, which is 2 notes per beat. So it's a slower type of idea. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and like that. And the melodic sequence is built with 3 notes. 3 notes played with 8th notes means that the strong beat is not always going to fall where you think it would. And this is the idea. Here are the 3 notes. We're going to start on the high E string, left note. Then we're going to skip a string to the left note again. And then we'll play on the string you skipped to the right note. Those are the 3 notes we're going to use. So left, left, right. And then we'll repeat that from the second string. Left, left, right, and so forth. Once we get to the end, the low E string, we're going to repeat that, but this time reversed. Instead of starting with 2 left notes, left, left, right, we'll start with 2 right notes. Right, right, left, right, right, left, and so forth. And that's the idea. As of always, just repeat this idea with other positions, expand, be creative, and use this as a starting block to build more ideas, more licks, and just to think in terms of this concept where we have 3 notes and it's played with 8th notes. So that's the idea today. Practice well and use the provided backing track. Today's challenge is an F major pentatonic, and we're going to use a 3-note per string scale, combining position 5 and position 1. This means that when I refer to the note placements, I will have a left note, which is the far left from the player's perspective, a middle note, and a far right note. That's because we have 3 notes per string. So here's the idea. We're going to start on the high E string, and I'm going to start with the right note, followed by the left note. So that's a big extension, right, left, and then I'll go on the next string, play the middle note, and I will end with the original string I started with on the left note. So those are 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I will repeat this melodic idea on each set of strings, and so forth. Make sure that you're starting this really slowly and that you are placing your finger in the middle of the fret. It might be a little bit harder because of the extension. You might need to put your thumb a little bit in the back to reach a little bit higher on those extensions. But practice really slowly with a slow metronome before trying full speed with the backing track. Make sure that you have absolutely no doubt as to where the fingers should go, and then be creative and try to extend that using other sets of different positions. This is a great way to extend your pentatonic scales and to train your ear to hit the right notes. So practice well, and I'll see you in the next challenge. This idea uses the 5th position of a D major pentatonic scale between frets 7 and 10. It is based on 16th notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 notes per beat, but the interesting aspect of this idea is that the melodic idea is based on 5 notes, which is going to clash rhythmically with the 4 notes per beat. So in other words, the strong beat is not going to always fall on the 1, and that's what is interesting about that idea. Let's study the melodic sequence that we're going to repeat across all the strings. We're going to use 5 notes. I'm going to start on the low E string, and I'm going to play 2 notes on that low E string, the left note and the right note. Those are our first 2 notes. On the next string, I'm going to put the right note. On the next string, the right note. And then I will end on that 4th string, left note. So that's using 3 strings. I'm using left, right, 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 left. Left, right, 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 left. And then I can apply that idea starting on the 5th string, left, right, 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 left, and so forth. And altogether, if I play this over 16th note beat, 4 notes per beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You see that the strong beat does not start on the 1 all the time, and that's why it's such an interesting idea. Of course, you can apply this to any other positions, and I recommend that you do that, providing that you're using the corresponding backing track, and you can extend that by developing this idea with any other keys, other scales, minor pentatonic scales maybe. Just be creative and try to make up your own combinations of notes. But that's the idea for today. We're playing in the key of C major. We're using a C major pentatonic scale in its 5th position between frets 5 and 8. And this idea has a shuffle type of feel. And that's what we're going to emphasize on for this lick. This lick uses 4 notes that are repeated across all the strings in a shuffle type of way. The first note is played on the high E string on the left note from the player's perspective. Then we're going to move to the 2nd string right note, followed by the 3rd string right note, and we're going to end on the 2nd string left note. So it's left, right, right, left. And we can repeat that on the 2nd string, left, right, right, left, and so forth. The only thing that we're going to add to this is on this very first note, the very first left note, we're going to add an approaching slide from 1 fret below. The note that we're sliding from doesn't really have a rhythm value. It's more of a feel type of thing. So it's not a set in time note. It's more of a little effect that we're adding. And you can practice this first movement to get the shuffle type of thing, and then if we combine that with all the other strings, this is how it sounds like. And of course you can extend that by applying this idea to any other positions. This is in C major, use the backing track, and I will see you in the next challenge. You can get the full tabs and the full backing tracks for the 5 challenges that we covered today for free. All you need to do is visit the link below, enter a valid email, and it will send you those so that you can pursue your creative research using these major pentatonic scales. Also, if this is your first time here, you should consider subscribing. We've got new videos coming soon helping guitar players like yourself develop who they are on the instrument so that you can tell your own story. And remember, nobody can play the guitar the way you do. I'll see you next time.